So I'm going to go over a couple of assistance programs that we have. If you're in the state of Florida, these are all related to the state of Florida. The most popular right now is the Hometown Heroes, which is right here on the top right. Now that particular program, our governor signed another, I believe it's like $100 million to be awarded to that, and that is popular because it is a second mortgage program, and it offers up to $35,000 of closing costs and down payment assistance. And what that means is that you're able to use it however you need to. And the reason why it's so popular is because it's very it doesn't have the tight income restrictions as some of the other programs might. So if you'd like to know more about any of the programs, I have a link that I'd like to direct you to. And this link is called the Home Loan Wizard, by where you'll answer a couple of questions, and then it'll give you the programs that you potentially could qualify for. And then together we can help you find a lender that's going to be able to help you with these programs. But this is just a few of them. There's many more, but I would bore you to pieces to go over all of the details of that. Borrower eligibility. So these are the things that are going to be required for almost all of these programs. First and foremost, you have to be a first-time home buyer. And what that means is that you can't have owned a home before 3 years. So if you owned a home 5 years ago and now you're renting, guess what? You qualify. So as long as you haven't owned in the last 3 years, that's a qualifier. You have to complete a home buyer education prior to closing. And I like to say, get it out the way ASAP. As soon as you know that you qualify for that particular program, take an hour or two. Sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes 30 minutes. It just sort of depends on the program. Most of them do require something. Almost always they are free. You'd have to satisfy the program income and sales price loan limits. And what that means is sometimes that program that you may be going into requires that you make a certain income, and or that the purchase price on the property is a certain amount. So you'd have to satisfy those to whatever program you go into. You have to be able to qualify for mortgage. Means you'd have to go and make an application to a lender to get a mortgage. One of the things that I find that folks oftentimes don't realize is that you do have to have a minimum or a maximum debt of 45% debt to income ratio. And that is inclusive of your home loan. So your monthly mortgage payment plus your bills can't be over that 45% of your income. So that's a good way to kind of assess how much you would need to be able to have that mortgage amount. And then your minimum FICO score needs to be 640 or above. There are programs that work with less than, and there's also programs that help you to improve your credit if that's something that you need. I'm going to talk a little bit about rent to own options, and I'm so glad that Dr. Fabian asked me to do this, because I don't usually, we haven't seen a whole lot of this recently, but these are programs that are available, and these are national programs that are available. And these are the top 3 that we like to use. One is Dream America, Home Partners of America, and Divvy Homes. Now, the way this works is you go online and you do an application and you get approved for a purchase price. Then they say, okay, Mr. and Ms. Fire, you're approved for $350,000. Then we get to go shopping. You actually have that home buyer experience, and they're actually purchasing the home for you, essentially. So you search and find the home you love, you put it under contract, that company purchases it cash, which is also a plus, because for a seller, a cash offer is so much more appealing than a financed offer. So oftentimes we can negotiate a little bit better with cash, because cash is king, as you know. So the company purchases the property and then leases it back to you with the option to purchase it. So many of their leases are anywhere from 12 months to up to 5 years. Now, we don't recommend that you stay in that leasing place too long, because every month it indexes. So that means that your monthly payment's going to go up. Once you're ready, whether you've taken care of your credit or you've been able to save enough money to make that down payment, and you purchase the home from them, and cancel the lease. And I'd like to see if we could show you a real quick 1-minute video on one of these 3 programs. It's a YouTube video for Dream America. And while they're doing that, I do want to let you know that I have a program comparison sheet with all 3 of these particular programs. If it, that's available to you upon request, or I think I may have put the link already, right, Dr. Fabian?
Yes, you put the link in the chat.
Perfect.
But I think you had it up already. Do you need me to go grab that link and try and play it?
Oh, no, wait, we decided to do this. My bad. Let me stop sharing here. My bad. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no problem. The chat has been pretty active. We've been over here answering questions, and thank you guys for getting engaged. Keep your questions coming. I know that Charlene was asking, are there any programs to home ownership in PA? And I will say that you want to check with your local realtor because programs will vary depending on where you are. There are different types of incentives depending on what's going on in your area, in your state. Is that right, Evelyn?
That's exactly right. And thank you for reminding me. Thank you for that question. Yes, the best way to find any programs is you will Google down payment assistance for affordable housing, and then in the city or state that that you're looking for, and you'll see some options pop up. And another way would be to talk to a local real estate agent and see if they know. You want to make sure that you do find someone that has experience, because some of these can be tricky, and you want to make sure that they know. So just a question, hey, have you sold with down payment assistance before, or with this type of loan? Make sure that the lender and the realtor has experience, because they just have a couple of more steps that you want to make sure that they're doing. Okay, all right.
Tired of seeing your rent money go into a black hole each month? Does owning your own home feel like an impossibility? Dream America offers aspiring homeowners a 12-month lease with option to buy and a roadmap to get you there. Our program works like this. Once qualified, you pick any home available for sale for $150,000 plus in your community. America buys the house you select and leases it back to you with the option to buy at a pre-agreed price. Follow the Dream Roadmap to qualify. Already cancel the lease. Penalty-free. Buy your dream home. When you buy, 10% of your rent goes toward your purchase price. No more rent black holes. The minimum needed to qualify is $4,000 per month income. Cash available now from savings, gift, or 401k plan of $5,000. A 500 FICO credit score, and 12 months of paying rent on time. To help you budget for rent and cash needed to join, we have calculators on our website. Try them now. Visit our website for the least loan FAQs to apply.
All right. Let's go back here.
Had some credit challenges that I wanted
back into our. Oh, and I forgot to mention, folks, if you have any questions, jot them down or drop them in the chat. We'll be answering those, at the end when we do our FAQ set. All right. Are you seeing my screen again?
We got you.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. All right, so that's rent to own. How you can get prepared for the home buying process. A few things. You want to make sure that you have steady income. And by that, I mean that you have been working at the same place or in the same industry, or actually even getting paid in the same way. And what I mean is that you didn't have a W-2 job last year and just started to be a 1099 this year. That may cause you to have to wait a little bit more. So before you go making any decisions about taking a job or doing something that's going to cause you to get paid in a different way, make sure you talk to a lender so that they can advise you on how to possibly do that if you're looking to purchase within the next year or so, okay? You need to carry low to medium debt. They're always looking for the low 45% of what your income is. Whether you have any kind of cash for down payment or for just your closing costs, that's great. With a lot of the programs that we have, I can tell you for sure here in the state of Florida, I've been able to get home buyers into homes get as little as a couple $1,000 because we're able to ask the seller for some concessions. And it's always good to have that as backup. You're still going to need to have some money just in case something comes up. You're going to need 2 months of pay stubs and bank statements and 2 years of tax returns. This gets you ready to get pre-approved. Once you have all of these, I always say, create a separate email when you're ready to do this account, and then drop all of these documents into a folder. It just makes it so much easier, because oftentimes you'll find that the lender misplaced it or needs another copy, and then that way you can access things real quickly. Then you get pre-approved. Once you have all your documents ready, you get pre-approved. You choose a lender, and I can help you with that, or your real estate professional can do that. Then you fill out the application. Nowadays, you can do an application online. It takes less than 10 minutes. They are going to be asking you to upload all of the documents that we just talked about. And most of these programs are going to require you to have at least a 580 credit score or above. Now, if you happen to find yourself in a time where, for whatever reason, you're below that, don't be discouraged. They have many ways that they are able to help you make a couple small purchases and paying off a credit card in a couple of months, do a rapid rescore and get you to where you need to be. So getting to talk to a lender is so key, because they can help guide you through that.